Hello? Is there anybody out there? Anybody? Anybody left to watch the show? Oh man, we're joking around a little bit. Just to be joking around, gotta make a little fun of things, I guess. But no joke seriously about everything that's going on with the COVID situation right now, and it has taken down a lot of places and a lot of people, and it has actually affected a few of people I consider family. So, our just want to say, that even though we joke around a little bit on the show, that it's a very serious situation, and I wish everyone who is in contact with it, or had it already, or has it currently, a speedy and quick recovery, and that you guys all feel better and get past all this real quick and real soon. But I know it has affected some of our affiliates this week, and a lot of our classrooms have been affected by it. So we don't have as many people viewing the show from our classrooms this week. Some will be doing it virtually, and some I don't think will be doing it at all. And with that being said, mandate came down as of Wednesday from the governor's office that all high school sports have been discontinued again until further notice. Actually, we're aiming for 3 weeks right now, I think, is the general what we're looking at the moment. And see, we did have an update from the Michigan High School Athletic Association is what they're looking at for the future to get everything done for high school football and everything, where we're currently at in that situation. I just posted this not too long ago. Let's see here. See if I pull that up for you guys real quick and get some quick details on that for you guys. Okay. Here's what I got on that. Oops. So the MHSAA Representative Council has approved a schedule to conclude fall sports practice to pick back up on December 9th. I'm assuming for 11-man regional finals. I'm assuming that's going to be as if we get out of this situation in 3 weeks. Tuesday, December 15th, 8-man semis, and Wednesday, December 16th, girls swimming and diving finals will begin December 22nd and 23rd. So that's what they have as the currently being discussed. That doesn't really give us when our winter sports will start back up. And last I knew, the wrestling situation hasn't been resolved as far as making it safe for wrestling this year. So we may not see wrestling in general at all. I haven't heard anything more about their current situation. But last I had heard, they were still trying to figure out how to safely do high wrestling at any level, really. So yeah, that's where we're at with the COVID updates and the COVID situations. There are rumors going around that sports could be ending again by December, but those are just rumors at the moment. And because we're seeing large outbreaks in the NFL and in the in college situation. In fact, as far as I know right now, we have one college game that is on our sheets that is canceled for this weekend already, and that is Michigan State and Maryland. So that game has been called off due to COVID situations with Maryland. So we're doing the best we can. Sports is still here as far as Frenzy goes. We just had to change things up a little bit. This week we were actually going to do the regional action show for you guys in high school sports, but that's not meant to be right now. So we will get back to our high school football as soon as we can. So yes, that's where we stand as far as that kind of stuff goes in the sports world at the moment. We're filming the show on Thursday night as we normally do to broadcast on Friday. So if something changes between tonight and tomorrow, then we'll try to post that live on the Frenzy page for you guys. Coach Co has also got his fresh made-up lemonade from his Country Time lemonade provided to him by Kim Young. So still got some of that left, believe it or not. Hard to believe. I've been down and making it in this jug and down in it a few times now. So, but Country Time lemonade on the show again this week, courtesy of Kim Young. All right, guys. So this is season 11, episode 11, and we actually do have a good mix of sports for you guys this week. We started, well, we didn't start, but college hockey is back. So I put a few college hockey games on here this week for you guys as well. I know people are sad that we didn't get in the full high school football season at the moment. There's still a possibility it's going to come back, but who knows? We're just going to move on, do the best we can with this crazy COVID situation. Last week we had a lot of games canceled at the college level that were on our sheets. So we'll see what happens this week. Right now, like I said, the only cancellation I had was the Michigan State game. So stay tuned for that, guys, and we'll jump into this week's. This is college football action for you guys. And we are starting off with the Friday night Big Ten action game for you guys. You guys been catching the MAC conference games? I actually, I don't know where I was at. I think I was busy. I was working on stuff still for Frenzy. But anyway, I forgot about the MAC action games this week. MAC action games, most of them are being played on Wednesdays, and there's a lot of games going on because they're trying to get all these games in. So you got a few channels and a few options. One of the big options is they're actually showing quite a few of the games on ESPN pluses and stuff like that. So you can check that out on the ESPN app. But yeah, a couple of our MAC teams looking pretty good right now. All right, let's start off with our Friday night college football game. This is Big Ten action for you guys. And we have the Purdue Boilermakers. The Boilermakers have 2 wins and 1 loss. 2 wins and 1 loss for the Purdue Boilermakers. And they are traveling to and playing against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I may have a typo on this one. I thought the Golden Gophers record, I don't think they've won a game yet. Let me see if I can. I'm going to double check that real quick, guys. Siri, what is the Minnesota Golden Gophers football record for this season?
Minnesota are 1-3 right now. That's 6th place in the Big Ten Conference.
Thank you, Siri.
You're welcome.
All right, so they are actually they actually did win a game. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers are at home this week. They have 1 win and 3 losses. This game you can watch. It's a Friday night game. Kickoff 7:30, and it is on the BTN Big Ten Network. I don't feel like Minnesota's going to get back on their winning ways. I'm going with the Purdue Boilermakers for the victory in this game. Next up, our first Saturday game this week. Again, I try to find some of the interesting games. Some of these games, the records are good. Some of these games, records aren't great, but they're televised games. So I try to get games on here that you guys can watch on TV if you want to. So our first game, first Saturday game this week, is the UCLA Bruins. They have 1 win and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the number 11th ranked Oregon Ducks. The Ducks are 2-0 and playing at home this week. Kickoff for this game. When I started these sheets, some of these games had different times on them. So by the time I ended the sheets, I don't have my games in order by times this week. So I'm sorry. I apologize for that for those of you who like to be organized by time. But we have kickoff for this game is 3:00. So, and you can watch it on ESPN. I'm going with the Ducks for the victory. I know it's one of those games. All right, guys, jumping right into this right away. And no, I didn't do this because of that other team down below. I did it for the number 9th ranked Indiana Hoosiers. But this next game, it's first three-point bonus game. It's first a 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody, now. It's your first 3-point bonus. Game! Yes, it is. All right, guys. I tell you what, I don't know, call it jumping on the bandwagon, call it what you will. The Indiana Pacers, watching them, the Indiana Hoosiers football team, I like their spirit. I like what I'm seeing in this team this year. I just like their attitude. I like the fire that they have lit under them. I like the spirit their coach has. I like the spirit that the team has. This is true chemistry football here, folks. These guys have chemistry. They have what it takes to get things done. And I'm liking that right now. Even though they beat my Wolverines. I didn't like that too well. But I'm kind of excited about this team. You don't see teams with a lot of heart and soul anymore. This team, guys, has heart and soul. They are the number 9th ranked team in the nation. They jumped up to number 9. They're undefeated for the first time since 1986, I believe it is. It might even been 1984. These guys have not been good in years. This team, this Indiana Hoosiers team, is good. They are 4-0 this week, folks. 4-0. And they're going down below us to face that team down below. We're talking about that team down below. That's right. They get no respect on this show. They get no respect on this station, this channel. I don't care. I try to be non-biased about most teams. This team, I'm not. This show has started from the very beginning roots of this show. We've always talked about it. It was a Michigan show based in Michigan on Michigan principles. Go Blue. And the show has always been faithful to Michigan and will never have anything to do with this school. So on our sheets, they will not get a logo. They will get this pointing below. They're that team from down below. They're the home team. Nobody cares what their record is. Nobody cares where they're ranked. Nobody cares anything about these guys. If you want to know their record or whatever and you like them, look it up for yourself. No, it's on there, but I'm not telling you. And it's in very small print, as it should be. Kickoff for this game is... Where is it? 12 p.m. is your kickoff for this game. And you can excuse me. You can watch it on Fox. And this will be my game that I'm watching this week. And this is going to be Coach Cole's upset special of the week. I'm calling it right now. I believe in the Indiana Hoosiers, folks. I'm going with the Indiana Hoosiers to go down there and get a victory and be 5-0. Go Hoosiers, go. Get it done. Yes, and that's Coach Cole's upset special of the week. Coach Cole's upset special. All right. I'm excited about that one. I think they can get it done. I truly believe in them. Our next game we have for you guys is the Appalachian State Mountaineers. They have 6 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the number 15th ranked Coastal Carolina Chantix. This is at home. I hope I pronounced that right. Chantix, I'm not sure. This is at home. They have 7 wins and 0 losses. This game kicks off at 12 p.m., and you can watch it on ESPN2. I've got to go with this 15th ranked Coastal Carolina. I have no idea who they are. I don't know this team at all. But that's who I'm going with. Shout out to my good buddy, my brother, the professor, Jeffrey Plum. Him and I are going to do a show together someday. We've already talked about this. It is going to happen. But the professor and I were talking a little bit about it's kind of interesting and kind of cool to see in this screwed up, COVID messed up world right now that we have kind of ranked teams that we're not really familiar with. So, yes, and that I can tell you right now, that is not a team that I am very familiar with. That's probably about the first time I've heard of a team like that being in the top rankings, and I would never just go, oh, yeah, Coastal Carolina. Yeah, I know about them because I don't have a clue about those guys. All right, next up, we have the, excuse me. The Central Arkansas Bears. The Bears have 7 wins and 1 loss. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns. The Raging Cajuns have 7 wins and 1 loss. Kickoff for this game is 2 o'clock. And you can watch this game on ESPN Plus. So that's on the app. Like if you have the app for ESPN, and you subscribe to ESPN, they have all these extra games and stuff that you can watch through the app or on their thing there. Kind of cool, really, that you can do all that through them. But they've been on the show before. We featured these guys on the show in the past. So I'm going to go with them simply because I actually recognize the name. This could be a very good game. Both teams have identical records. I'm going to go with the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns just because I like that name, Raging Cajuns. Raging Cajuns just sounds really cool. So I'm going with the Raging Cajuns. Next up, we have the 10th ranked Wisconsin Badgers. The Badgers have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against a red-hot 19th ranked Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern Wildcats are at home, and they have 4 wins and 0 losses. The kickoff for this game is 3:30, and you can watch it on ABC. Number 10, Wisconsin Badgers. Wisconsin's had a slow start, and part of that was because of the COVID situation. Geez. You know what? I'm going to go. Northwestern's been playing on fire, man. I'm going to go Northwestern for the victory. Yes, I do have birds in my room. They're right behind the Porter jersey back there, and they are being a little loud tonight. So sorry if you're not a huge bird fan. You have to listen to my birds being obnoxious. All right, our next game. And they are being kind of loud today. Next game, we have the number 7th ranked Cincinnati Bearcats. The Bearcats are 7 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the home team of the UCF Knights. The Knights have 5 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 3:30, and you can watch it on ESPN. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bearcats for the victory. Next up, we have the Kansas State Wildcats. The Wildcats have 4 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 17th ranked Iowa State Cyclones. The Cyclones have 4 wins and 2 losses. I'm sorry, 5 wins and 2 losses for the Iowa State Cyclones. Kickoff for this game is Saturday at 4 p.m. and you can watch that on Fox. Oh man. Siri, who has the odds of winning in the Kansas State Wildcats and the Iowa State Cyclones game on Saturday?
Which sport? Basketball or... Those in the know say that Iowa State will defeat Kansas State by 10.5 points.
10.5 point favorite, huh? Wow. Well, who am I to argue with that? I'm going to go with the Iowa State Cyclones for the victory. Next up, we have the 14th. I think this is probably a rivalry game, considering it's both the two state teams there. We have the number 14th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. They have 5 wins and 1 loss. Well, they are traveling to and playing against the number 18th ranked Oklahoma Sooners, who have 5 wins and 2 losses. And I believe, well, let's do this first. This is a 7:30 kickoff on ABC. And I believe the Oklahoma Sooners is good old JR's from wrestling. Good old JR's team. So who am I to go against the Oklahoma Sooners? I've got the number 18th ranked Oklahoma Sooners getting the victory this week. All right, this next game, folks, we had was the MSU game. That has been canceled. And it wasn't because of the East Lansing Burning Couches. It's actually because of Maryland. So this game was canceled. So you can go ahead and scratch that off your sheets this week. That's the only official canceled game that I have right now. All right. Move that over here. So next up, we have the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes have 2 wins and 2 losses. And this is a typo here, folks. And I'm sorry for that typo. This is definitely a typo. So we have the Penn State Nittany Lions. The Lions are at home, but they have not won a game this season. I got it wrong on the sheets, and I'm very sorry for that. This will tell me if you guys are watching the show or not, because it'll show that I have the wrong record. Penn State is horrible this year. They have 0 wins and 4 losses. Kickoff for this game is 3:30. 3:30 kickoff on the BTN network. Like I said, Penn State, I don't know what's going on down there, but they have been horrible this season. I got to go with the Iowa Hawkeyes for the victory. All right, they are struggling this season, but this man right here will stand behind them always. I am a true believer in my Michigan football. Michigan football is a mess right now. I don't know what's going on with Coach Harbaugh and the team, but is the COVID situation really messing with them or what? But it is a mess. We haven't had a bad season like this in a very long time. And this week, we don't even have a starting quarterback. We don't know who's starting at quarterback yet. Coach Harbaugh says the battle is on. So Milton has basically lost his starting position officially. I don't know if he's doing this to light a fire under him or what. But yeah, the situation in Michigan, not good right now for our football program. And I don't have any actual rumors on this that I'm aware of. We did have a message from J.J. McCarthy, though. He basically has said, I want all Michigan fans to do this. Take 3 deep breaths and have faith. Faith that every single coach, player, employee in that building is doing everything possible to be great. This great university demands excellence. This great fan base demands excellence. Everything surrounds this university is simply just pure drive for excellence. Know that every single person associated with the football program is striving for excellence. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. They will not reach the light if it is being clouded by darkness. Support is the only thing they need right now. Every single one of you has the power to contribute that goal. We are all in this together. And I stand with J.J. McCarthy. I am one of those Michigan guys that will stand with my team forever and ever. I say, go blue, and it's still great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. We're a little beat up, and the odds are against us right now, but we will come back strong because we are the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue. We got a little work to do. But we're going to do it. We are unranked. We have 1 win and 3 losses. We are traveling to Rutgers this week. Rutgers is the home game. It's a night game. Rutgers Scarlet Knights have 1 win and 3 losses. This is going to be a 7:30 kickoff, and it's going to be on the BTN network. And you guys know who I'm going with. Always and forever, baby. A go blue man. Go blue. Michigan Wolverines. Hopefully get it figured out this week. Get things straightened out. Work out the quarterback situation. I think Milton can still be the man. I still believe in Milton as well. I don't want to move on from him, but we'll see. Go blue. Our next game is the number 20th ranked USC Trojans. The Trojans have 2 wins and 0 losses. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Utah Utes, who have 0 wins and 0 losses. This is their first game. They've been caught up in all the COVID situations. So they have not got to play yet. This will be their first game. And their first game, of course, is being played against a number 20th ranked team who are 2-0. This is going to be a late one. This is a, let's see here. This is a, well, where'd it go? Okay. All these I have. And I don't have a 1031. Nice. It seems like on a weekly basis I print off these times, and I always seem to misplace or not have one time that I need. And this week it's your 1030 time. So we'll just do this. Kickoff for this game is, for your visual there, 10:30. And it is on ESPN. I don't even really know how good Utah is this year, but going into a ranked team like USC, I'm going to go ahead and give the victory to USC. They've already got their feet wet. They've already been playing. And I don't know. They're going to probably have to work out the bugs for the Utah team. And this may not be a pretty game for them this week if they do indeed get to play it. Okay. So for the first time this season, we got a little bit of hockey action for you guys. We're talking about the men's ice hockey. Yes, indeed. And we have pulled out the Friday night games for you guys because the next games were going to be on Sunday. So I pulled out the Friday night games for you guys. So our first Friday night game, and make sure I got what I need here. All right, we have the Penn State. This is opening for a lot of these games. A lot of these teams did not have records yet. So opening games for a lot of these guys, I guess. Our first one is the Penn State Nittany Lions. 0 wins, 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Gophers have 0 wins and 0 losses. Kickoff for this game. Kickoff. Sorry, I'm so used to saying football. Puck drops for this game. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. the puck drops. And you can watch it on BTN Network. And it's on Friday night. Some of you might not even be home yet, those watching, those who work. Because it's a 4 o'clock game. So, I put it way before. I'm going to give the win to Penn State. I have no real rhyme or reason behind it. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to Penn State. Your next ice hockey game, we have the New Hampshire Wildcats. The Wildcats had 0 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to Boston to play the Boston Eagles, who also have 0 wins and 0 losses. The puck drops at 7. I do have my 7 o'clock right here, right? Yes, puck drops at 7 p.m. for this game, and it is on the NESN network. I'm going Boston College Eagles for the victory. And finally, we have a team that does have a couple of games under their belt. We're talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Michigan hockey off to a fiery hot start, as they already have 2 wins and 0 losses under their belts. But they're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Wisconsin Badgers. The Badgers had 0 wins and 0 losses. The puck drops for this game at 7 p.m. And you can watch it on FS Detroit Plus. You guys know who I got. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue! Wolverines, get it done in hockey. Going to be a good season for our hockey team. All right, we are moving into this week's NFL football schedule. As far as I know, we don't have any actual I haven't got any COVID updates on what's going on there, but there was here we go. I have an article according to the CBS Sports page. All NFL 32 teams are to enter intensive COVID-19 protocols for the remainder of the 2020 season. What is this going to mean? As the NFL proceeds deeper into the second half of the 2020 season, the league has issued a COVID-19 mandate to all 32 teams. This is meant to reduce the potential transmission of the virus because they've had a huge breakout. Roger Goodell sent a memo to all clubs Wednesday requiring every team to enter this COVID-19 protocols for the remainder of the starting season. Intensive protocols, which the NFL introduced in October, was initially reserved for teams that either had positive COVID-19 tests or were exposed to a team with positive tests. Among its requirements, all coaches and players must test negative for COVID-19 prior to entering team facilities. All meetings must be held virtually or outdoors or within an approved indoor space. Face masks or mouth guards must be worn at all times in the facilities and at practice, and no team or player gatherings are permitted outside of team facilities. The upcoming holidays, beginning with Thanksgiving next week, will introduce new risks of exposure that we need to address now, according to Goodell. because we have a highly sophisticated program of testing. We know when the virus enters our facilities, and we're trying to make it so we don't spread the disease any farther. 28 of the NFL's 32 teams have already used intensive protocols at some point this season, with 16 going on multiple occasions. So this is going to continue throughout the season. I know it's not not a popular choice, says Goodell, but we have to do what we can to make sure we can continue this season on. So stay tuned for more on that. But that's what we have right now to keep the NFL up and going, and especially going into these holiday seasons coming up. And we do have, this is week number 11 for the NFL. And I got to tell you, the Lions have a chance to get back to a 500 team, 500 or a 50% team. As the Lions have 4 wins and 5 losses. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Carolina Panthers, who are the home team. The Panthers have 3 wins and 7 losses. Oh, my goodness. And kickoff for this game is really 1 p.m. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. And it is on Fox. Can the Lions get it done 2 weeks in a row? They have a bad habit of not being able to get things done 2 weeks in a row. Am I falling under the Lions hype again? Yeah, maybe I am. Do I think they'll get it done this week? I'm going to put a little faith in the Detroit Lions and say they get the victory this week. Go, Lions, go. All right, our next NFL game we have for you guys. We have the struggling this season, the 3 wins, the 5 losses, and 1 tie. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are traveling to and playing against a fairly hot playing Cleveland Browns team. The Cleveland Browns have 6 wins and 3 losses. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. It says it's on Fox, so I'm not sure which Fox affiliate is carrying what game, but sometimes it's different if you're Toledo Fox or if you're Detroit Fox. It just depends. Anyway, I am going with the Cleveland Browns. For the victory. Next up, we have the Tennessee Titans. The Titans have 6 wins and 3 losses. And they are traveling to and playing the other Coach Harbaugh. Baltimore Ravens have 6 wins and 3 losses. And oh my goodness, This is your second 3 points. 3 points. Excuse me. It's your second 3-point bonus game. That's right. Both teams are 6-3. Kickoff for this game is also 1 p.m. This game will be on CBS. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens for the victory. Support Coach Harbaugh, the other Coach Harbaugh. All right, next up we have my former co-host, one of Dan's favorite teams, the New England Patriots. Shout out to my buddy Dan. I miss doing the show with you, dude. Definitely have to get together and do something soon. You are doing a pretty good job over there at the Hope Center doing your show, doing a version of the show. And I always appreciate you giving shouts out to the Sports Frenzy and providing the link to the show is cool too. But Dan, this is one of Dan's favorite teams. Dan, of course, you guys know, is a former co-host of the show with me. You got the New England Patriots. They're struggling a little bit this season, Dan. 4 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to Houston to play the Houston Texans. The Texans have 2 wins and 7 losses. This is a 1 p.m. kickoff as well. 1 p.m. kickoff. And you can watch it on CBS. I'm going with, Tom Brady's not there anymore. Still going with the New England Patriots for the victory. All right, our final NFL game of the week. We have reached the end of the list. We have the 2 wins, 6 losses, 1 tie, the Cincinnati Bengals. They are traveling to and playing against the 2 wins and 7 losses, your Washington football team. 2 wins, 7 losses. At this rate, they're never going to have a new model or new name because nobody's going to support them. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. It is also a CBS game. My gosh, this is the battle of bad, and somebody's going to come away a winner this week. I got to tell you, I honestly do not see Washington doing anything. They pretty much suck. I'm going to give it to the Bengals. Just because I think they can probably get it done against Washington. You could be wrong on that, but who knows? All right, guys, let's go to the Frenzy page and update you guys a little bit on the rest of the stuff that's going on in Frenzy News. For those of you who are unfamiliar with us, who might be new to the show, or you're watching for the first time or whatever, what took you so long? No. There are several ways you can watch the show. We have the YouTube page. It's Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 is where we post the videos on YouTube. Or if you're on Facebook, you can go to our Facebook page, which is Sports Frenzy. And there we you can either just type in Sports Frenzy and ask to join, or you can go to my personal page and ask me and make a request, and you can get on my page and I'll request you for the Sports Frenzy page if you'd like, and you're already a friend of mine. We also have our Twitter account at Sports Frenzy 1, and we have the the Instagram page at Sports Frenzy 1. So those are ways to check out the show. And let's go ahead and jump into what other information I have for you guys right now. Congratulations to former Michigan point guard Xavier Simpson. He's agreed to an undrafted free agent deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. Don't like his choice of team, but hey, what are you going to do? All kinds of action going on with our Detroit Pistons, especially with their new manager, or new GM, I should say, general manager, Troy Weaver. So Troy Weaver has gotten rid of Bruce Brown, Luke Kennard, and a future first-round pick, and another future pick. In that process, we acquired Killian Hayes, Isaac Stewart, Sadiq Bey, Sabian Lee, Trevor Azaya, Denzana Musa, Rodney McGruder, and a 2021 second-round pick. It is being said that the Detroit Pistons have a lot of money to go around right now, and free agency begins today. And so stay tuned to more big things coming from Detroit Pistons, hopefully. I found the draft very kind of boring this year, but I do have the number one pick overall went to the Timberwolves, and they picked Anthony Edwards. Your number 2 pick was James Wiseman. He went to the Warriors. And the guy who thought he was going to be spectacular and get drafted first, LaMelo Ball, he got drafted 3rd by the Hornets. I've got to post I didn't even post who the Pistons took. But yeah, I just got bored with the draft. I didn't feel like staying with it. So that's why I didn't give you guys any more picks on the Frenzy page. Maybe we'll summarize it up when I know all the picks are in. In other news, we've got the Pro Bowl will be held virtually on Madden NFL 21 following the cancellation of in-person events. The 2020 NFL season has been all about, this is according to the CBS Sports page. So instead of playing the game in Las Vegas, the new Allegiant Stadium on January 31st, 2021, the Pro Bowl will be held virtually and played on Madden NFL 21 in October. The league canceled the in-person event due to the ongoing corona pandemic. This game is going to go virtual on Madden 21 into a new innovative experience for our players and fans, Peter O'Reilly, executive member of the club, said. While the actual date has not been determined when this game will be played yet, it will feature some of the best players in the league controlling themselves on the video game. Interesting. So you're going to have guys playing the game. You imagine Patrick Mahomes playing as himself and as an AFC quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I believe they did something similar to this in NASCAR, and it didn't play out so well for some of their drivers. So you can go ahead and still vote for your favorite player, and you got until December 18th to continue voting. And so virtually, that's what they're going to do. I don't know how you look at that kind of stuff. Do you think that's kind of exciting, or do you think it to be kind of dumb? I'm not sure how to take it yet. Another, according to the CBS Sports page, that's where I get a lot of my news sources at times. The NCAA plans to move the entire 68-team basketball tournament to one city in 2021. That city being discussed right now is Indianapolis. All the preliminary rounds and everything. They just want to move it to a single host city to cut down on everything going on, especially with COVID and stuff. But that's basically overall. They want to keep everything in one area to better protect teams and players. They're still aiming for March, but may have some flexibility with that. And you can read more on that story on our Facebook page. Baseball Hall of Fame ballot beginning for 2021. So we have Bonds, Schilling, and Clemens being included, and a few others. Balloting has begun. The voting body consists of BBWAA members who have been in good standing with the organization for at least 10 years. Voters can select anywhere from 0 to 10 players. Players who have been retired for at least 5 seasons after playing at least 10 seasons in the Major League are eligible to be added to the ballot. The Thunder traded Chris Paul to Suns in the deal, including Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, and a 2022 first-round draft pick. Drew Brees is pretty beat up and will be out for quite a while. He has suffered collapsed lung and multiple rib fractures. We wish him a speedy recovery. Tragic news out of UT Martin. Their basketball coach, Anthony Stewart, just passed away suddenly at the age of 50. All right, well, that looks like that's all the news and updates I have for you guys right now. Stay tuned to the Sports Frenzy page and for more information and news. I also want to give you guys a huge shout out. It is, believe it or not, almost time for the Thanksgiving season already. And although it's going to be different and look a lot different for a lot of people this season, for even Christmas and everything else, we are off school-wise, other than the classes that are already off due to COVID, are off next week. So there will not be a Sports Frenzy next week. So I just want to wish the nation and everybody out there who's watching the show, I know it's going to be a tough one this year. It's going to look a lot different for a lot of families. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and enjoy what you can, what you have, and be thankful. I'm thankful for everything that I have in my family. And I hope you all have a great holiday and Thanksgiving. And we'll be back hopefully the following week for a new show. Stay tuned. Like I said, there's a lot going on. But all doing what we can. Everybody have a great vacation if you get one. Even if it is just staying home with the COVID mess going on. Enjoy your time with your family and loved ones the best as you can. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. We will still do a weekend wrap-up show for you guys and get that out there. It should be Sunday. I don't see any problems with that. All right. That being said, I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. we'll see you back here for the weekend wrap-up Sunday edition. Take care, everybody.